in the program. Now we wish to distribute historical souvenir copies, mementos of the dedication to produce Positio to our donors. The very first Positio, bound in white silk, was of course presented by Bishop Jenke personally to His Holiness the Pope. But the very next copy, I think, a little biased, is rightly claimed by Bishop Jenke for the Diocese of Peoria. And invite his Vicars General to come forward and on behalf of the diocese and all her faithful to receive this Positio. Come down to the chair, please. I'd like to invite Monsignor Sosa forward to help our bishop, as well as Dr. Venerable, the chairman of the board of our foundation, to come and assist the bishop. Our cause, the cause for Fulton Sheen, enjoys the support of many bishops from around the world. Many of them have also particularly supported our event today, as you can see by the advertisements in our program. Some have also become principal patrons of our Positio. We are very grateful for the generosity and the support of His Eminence Francis Cardinal George, Archbishop of Chicago, who today is being represented by Father James O'Brien. Please come forward, Father O'Brien, to receive the Positio on behalf of the family. Likewise, we have with us today a large contingent from Texas, especially from the Archdiocese. There's those Texans. From the Archdiocese of Galveston, Houston. We also like to thank His Eminence Daniel Cardinal Venerable, Archbishop, for his support of this cause. Today, the Cardinal is represented by Brother Brendan Cahill, who is accepting a Positio on the Cardinal's behalf. These have also truly been great days of celebration to honor Archbishop Myers for his Silver Jubilee Episcopal consecration and his ongoing support of the cause. Archbishop Myers is here personally today to receive 2 copies of the Positio for himself and his archdiocese. And since Louis is already up here, we're also very grateful to the Venerable family from Houston, Texas for their generosity and leadership of the cause. Alice, will you come forward and represent your family? There are many people who are also with us who personally knew and loved Fulton Sheen in life. Of course, many Americans felt that they knew him personally because he was in their living room every week. But there are those who really were very special to him in life. And amongst them, I'd like to call forward Sister Marlene Brownette, who receives a copy of the Positio as a gift of Julie Cross.
Jerry, you can go up and help her. You can help her.
I would like to call forward and thank John and Veronica Colholt for their support of the cause. They say that the family is the first school of sanctity, and we're very happy to have with us many of those who are proud to be relatives of Venerable Fulton Sheen. And representing the family today to receive copies of Positio are Ann Lyons and Dr. Tom Cleary and Joan G. Cunningham. Please come forward. Bishop Genki is also the proud canonical superior to a number of religious congregations, religious families in the Diocese of Peoria. Amongst them, there's a group of sisters who have Fulton Sheen at the very heart of their charism, to commit themselves to an hour of adoration in imitation of the great Venerable Sheen. They also work personally in our museum and in other aspects of our foundation to advance the cause. So I invite forward Mother Baklava to represent the Franciscan Sisters of St. John the Baptist. Thank him for his support of the cause and his leadership on our foundation board. Rolf is probably behind a camera somewhere. We're also amongst our Texans who are with us. We welcome and thank Dr. Javier and Eileen Louise and thank them for their ongoing support of the cause of the foundation. Come on down, Javier and Eileen. Dr. Glenn Cunningham, please come down and receive a copy of the Positio from the Bishop. Dr. Cunningham has been a long-time supporter of the cause and served as the medical expert in the first investigation, the first alleged miracle to take place here in the Diocese of Peoria. We're very grateful for his long-term support and devotion to Venerable Fulton Sheen. Dr. Clem is also a Papal Knight of the Equestrian Order of St. Gregory, not the bellman, so don't ask him to catch you a cab after Mass. We want to remind you of that. We also welcome Mr. Bob Mallon, who is with us today, and is a supporter of the cause. Please come down, Bob Mallon. I also invite forward Mr. Philip Callagher, who is here, I believe, maybe with his mom and his brother, I believe, Father Callagher, is with us as well. Thank you, Father. As we all know so well, Fulton Sheen was a great communicator in the cutting edge of Catholic communication. And so we're very happy to have with us today and to receive a copy of the Positio, two great successors in the communication spirit of Fulton Sheen. Father Kenneth Baker, S.J., and Mr. Howard Wall, Catholic News Broadcast. Please come forward to receive the Positio. And his hand may already be on the sword, but if Mr. Lois Wolfer, one of our Knights of Columbus, could come forward to receive a copy of the Positio with the Knights of Columbus out of Morton, Illinois, he receives it as a gift of Jerry and Nancy Green. And we'd also, by recognizing Lois Wolfer, we also thank all the Knights of Columbus for their dedication to pro-life and defense of the Catholic religion. Proud Knight of Columbus. We are so happy to have so many of the Knights with us today. And then finally, as a gift of Dr. and Mrs. Varela, they present a copy of the Positio to Mrs. Alicia Goodwin, the Director of the Marian Servants of the Incarnate Wisdom of Houston, Texas.
Senior.
How could I forget Dawn Molina? Sorry about that, Dawn. Dawn has been one of our great friends from Connecticut. She has a great nickname. You can ask her about it later on. Her email address is something I could never forget. I apologize, Dawn. But Dawn, please come forward and receive a copy of the Positio for Richard. We are truly grateful as the executive director of this great work. I am personally grateful for the many of you who traveled so far, who have given so much, and have prayed so hard to see this day. And I remind you that there are still greater work and more prayers to be had as we beg God and beg that God's church should soon declare Fulton, Venerable Fulton Sheen to be blessed Fulton Sheen. Let us pray for that great name. Please rise for our final.